How's it going, guys? This is another Beard Made Reviews, and today we have a box. This is just a box. I got it secondhand. There's nothing in it. Definitely nothing of any interest. We can see here it was a Beretta M9A3. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there is a firearm in here. Nah, I'm just playing. I figured I'd do a little humor. Maybe a little dry, but it is what it is. So what we got here is I'll go ahead and do this for all the safety Nazis. It is clear. Nothing in there. Nothing down here. So now that we've did our firearms check, we'll continue. This is one that I had waited a whole, I would say, a while to get. Do you ever watch those movies where there's a certain firearm that you just can't stop thinking about? Well, the M9 was mine, and it being the newer style A model, made it all the better. I would have been just happy with a like an S frame or F frame, whichever notation you want to call it. This is the I can't remember what year they tried to do the contract, but this was Beretta's entry into the U.S. military. These shipped with some specialized magazines. I think they've stopped making them because of production cost, and at least stopped shipping them with newer models. I know that much. I'll get to the magazines in just a minute. What sets this apart from the original M9 is one, it is a more of like a coyote tan desert on top of bronze. The frame, instead of a steel frame, this one is a all aluminum frame. The slide is steel along with the barrel. It came with tritium combat night sights on it. They work very well. I think the newest model you can get right now is the M9A4, and really the only difference is they took and cut right here, so you could, it's ready mount for an optic. I'm fairly fond of these original style grips. The original grips are just nice for my big meaty hands. I was running this Hogue. This is a factory Hogue Beretta grip. It's pretty nice. Gives a good solid feel in the hand. I ran that for a little while, but I decided I like this a little better. Let's see, what can I say about this guy? I have roughly, I'd say about 500 rounds. I don't know if you can see that, where the barrel kind of meets the slide on the upper. It kind of mars it up just a little bit, but that's expected with something that you're gonna actually use. I try not to think of this thing as a safe princess, and it has a decocker safety on. Slide comes down, hammer goes down. It's got a block safety. Well, if you rack it back and then put it back out into ready, the hammer stays all the way back. It's a really, really, really light trigger on the single action. I do not have my test trigger pull tester, or I know there's a different terminology for that, but it's not really a gun that you want to take and try to have it half cocked, because it's really no more travel with it half cocked than just full double action. It's got a bit of a long trigger pull, but a really good break and reset right there. Single action, breaks like glass and feels like butter. So it has your typical controls for a classic Beretta. One of the talking points would be this guy under here. Most Berettas don't come with this. You can fix a laser, a light. I kind of just like it how it is. It has a certain nostalgic feeling in my mind, and it shoots well like it is. It doesn't need anything. Let's move on to the magazines. So shipped, this thing comes with 3. They're all identical. And they are 17 rounds. This is a 9mm. I don't know if I've already stated that or not. Most of these firearms like this, they're classically in 9mm. So these have a sort of, I don't know if you'd call it a Teflon, but these are affectionately called sand magazines. At least that's what I've heard. I've heard them called in, or seen them called in some of the forums. You can get these, but I think they're a little more expensive than your typical black magazines. I have not taken these out and tested the sand claim. The claim is that if you get sand all over your magazine or mud or what have you, you can just take it and just slam it into the magazine well, and it will accept it, and you can just rip it right out. I just think that they look nice. just the color, they feel premium. I mean, the whole gun is made in Italy, so I would hope that it is premium. But yeah, that's the magazines. You have your standard thread protector and threads in case you want to put a compensator or a suppressor. Talking about this one versus the newer one, if you caught this one on a deal, like any amount, I would say cheaper than the M9 and the M9A3, I would say pick this one up if you want to try to get it milled later, or don't care about the optic mount for a red dot or RMR or whatever you want to put up there. Opt to get this one. It's a good one. I think everybody needs a Beretta of this series, this style, if you will, in their collection, whether it be the base civilian version or opting for the M9A3 or the A4. These are sweet shooting guns. I'll do a hands-on review whenever I get some time and show you how well it shoots. But yeah, this is up there with one of my favorites. I can't really put a rating on this because it's one nostalgic. It's one of my dream guns. I'm a little bit biased on this one. It definitely, if I had to give this a rating, it would be a perfect 10 out of 10. I just love everything about this thing. And I hope I'm able to enjoy it for many, many years. And whenever I'm not able to enjoy it, I'll pass it down to my kids, and they can continue it, or throw it in the box and keep it as a memory. But yeah, it's a pretty sweet shooting gun. Anyway, if you found this video informative or just like my content in general, please leave a comment, a like, and maybe consider subscribing. Until next time, thank you guys.